The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/miamosinzia.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable, custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. And also check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of No Time for Love called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target where truth is an illusion, and the ones you love, yes, they'll be the first to go missing. And check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a terrific duo out of Los Angeles who call themselves A Unique Note. We're going to find out in just a minute. They've got a couple of songs out on Spotify, SoundCloud, Pandora, and other streaming platforms with Feeling the Mood and Lies. And you can also check out the website. We'll tell you how in just a minute. They met in Los Angeles and now in Nashville and back to Los Angeles. And this wonderful lady performed at Disney World in Florida. 4 Girls Only, Motown Madness, and also a wonderful lady performed in Houston singing in choirs and landed on Sinister Siren. She played there, and they've been there since 2014, but didn't actually get to play in 2019. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, here we are, the wonderful duo of Andiek and Mariepettit, or best known as theKeyofF. Hey, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Hey, we're doing great. So you guys met in Los Angeles, and you've been in Nashville for a while, and now you're back in Los Angeles. And Andy, you performed at Disney World in Florida, also with 4 Girls Only, Motown Madness. And Marie also performed in Houston, singing choirs, and played with Sinister Sirens. You've been together since 2014, but you actually formed in 2019. We'll get more of the story on that. And first of all, before we get started here, talking about your careers, how did you come up with the name with the key of F, and what's the meaning behind it?
Well, Marie and I had started singing, I did not know how to read music back in 2014. And we used to joke around about starting a band and what we would call it. And I kept antagonizing her with some of the songs that we would sing. And I kept asking her, what key are we in again? And she would very patiently say, it's F, Andy, we're in the key of F. Okay. It's F. And when we decided to get serious about this and actually form the band, I looked at her and I went, the key of F would be a pretty good band name. We might want to consider that. And that's the one that stuck.
That is so interesting. And, of course, you guys have been around for quite some time. And first of all, Andy, let's talk about you and tell us how you got started.
Would you believe I got started singing because I was trying to get out of a math class at school?
Oh, my gosh. Now, was that in the key of F also?
No. Thankfully that song was not in the key of F. But yeah, I was a little kid. I was probably like 6 or 7, and I was in a math class, and this woman came to our class and she said, anyone who wants to come with us to audition for the school play, please come with me now. And sitting there, I thought, well, if I go with her, I don't have to be here learning mathematics. So that sounds like a much better deal. I'm going to go do that. And I went, I sang, and I got cast in the show. And that's kind of what ended up starting it.
Oh, that's amazing. And how about you, Maria? Tell us how you got started.
Well, for me, I came from a family of singers. My mother was in barbershop quartet and church choirs, and was very determined that all of her children would be able to sing, read music, and play an instrument. And so I did all of those things, and I started singing and learning to read music as a child, and I started playing piano, and then in later years I played guitar because my brother played guitar, and I always wanted to, but when I was small, I couldn't get my hands around the thing. So, but I picked that up later, and I've just always enjoyed singing so much, and especially harmonizing, which is kind of how Andy and I connected, because we just liked singing, and we're like, ooh, we like harmonizing together.
Wow, that's interesting. How did you guys first connect? You had an interesting story. You met in 2014, but then you actually formed in 2019. How did you guys first get together?
Marie was actually having a Halloween party, and a very dear friend of mine from Orlando, Florida, who lives in Los Angeles now, Daniel Corey, took me to their Halloween party. And Marie and I started talking, and she looked at me and she said, hey, Daniel said that you sing. Do you know the song Bloodletting by Concrete Blonde? And I was like, oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs. She's
Wow.
like, we're going to do it tonight for Halloween, and we're going to play it live. You need to sing it. And I went, okay. And suddenly I was in the music room in their house, and her husband was on drums, Marie was on guitar, and I found a microphone in my face. And that's kind of what started us singing together was that song.
Interesting. Concrete Blonde, a Halloween party. That was a perfect storm. I got to say that. And Andy, who are some of your, what was that one precise moment you would say that actually got you into what you're doing today? So what was that one aha moment that says, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life?
I guess it really, that goes back to school, being on that stage and singing, and the feeling that I was just home. I think that was my aha moment, where right after that happened, I remember telling my mom, I found what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I want to do something with singing. I want to do something with performing. So started taking voice lessons, and I ended up getting, after school, I got hired on by Disney and Universal Studios in Orlando, and I sang for several different shows and did many, many jobs for them for years and years. And that was a lot of fun.
Wow, that is very interesting. The House of Mouse, they must have loved you. So, and then Marie, what was that one moment that precisely influenced you into what you're doing?
For me, I've always enjoyed entertaining. I like performing. I like making people laugh, making people smile. And when I was really little, when I was young in elementary school, I thought I was going to be a dancer. And I took ballet and tap and jazz dancing and had a great time. But I wasn't really a dancer. Like, I had fun, but it's like, okay, I'm probably not going to be a professional dancer. But then over the years, I veered into starting to do plays and musicals. And once I started doing plays and musicals, then it made sense. I was like, okay, this is my thing. I like to sing. I like to sing with other people and performing on stage, and especially comedies, if I can make people laugh. I also have a little side gig where I do comedy songs and just very silly ones. And if I can sing and make people laugh, that makes me happy. So I was like, okay, I need to be on stage. That's my spot, not necessarily dancing.
And you guys are talking about plays and everything else. What are some of your favorite Broadway musicals you guys enjoyed? So Andy, you can start first, or Marie can start first, since we're on the subject of theater here. So
I think as far as seeing Broadway musicals,
or somewhere along those lines,
I love Rent. I love the Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorite shows, and I got to meet the Phantom one time, so it kind of that stuck with me. So I enjoy seeing the big productions. The shows I've been in have been on a smaller scale, but like in Houston, I did a lot of melodramas. And it was like everything you can imagine for a melodrama, like the villain comes out and people boo, and the hero comes out and people cheer. And I had I was lucky enough to be one of the villains. And so when I came on stage, people threw popcorn at me.
Just thank God it's not tomatoes. I'd rather have.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You know something too? The contest is if you can put some popcorn right in my mouth, it's like you get like free admission to the next play. It's like, I think they give me an idea. I'll be up on stage, and if you really hate me, just throw some popcorn, and if your popcorn kernels get in my mouth, you get free admission to the next play. I think that'd be great.
I love it. I love that.
And then, Andy, how about you? What are some of your favorite musicals growing up, especially Broadway, any kind of plays? And did anybody throw popcorn at you, though, especially at Disney World?
No, thank goodness. Nobody threw popcorn at me. I was lucky that way. I think probably some of my favorite Broadway. I have a friend in Orlando who was in Mamma Mia. So that's the thing that comes to mind, because my buddy was in it and she did a great job, and she's an amazing vocalist. So, and I got to see the producers too. And I thought that production was really amazing. And I'm drawing a blank on the rest of Broadway. I'm so sorry.
There's only a few. There aren't that many.
Thanks, Maria. I appreciate you having my back, girl.
And of course, we'll let you answer it any time you want, since it's kind of a drawing blank. I need some coffee to get rid of the blanks to myself here. So, who are some of your favorite musicians, singers, and actors growing up?
Oh, for me, definitely Lucia Cifarelli from KMFDM. She always has been my favorite singer, and they've been my favorite group. I've loved their music, and the woman is so incredibly nice and generous. And if it weren't for her encouraging her fans to go out there and be fierce and fearless, I probably would never have started writing my own songs. So I owe that woman quite a lot. And I also owe Marie a lot, too, because when I wrote something, the very first song that I'd ever written, Marie was right there being a cheerleader and being like, yeah, let's find a melody for this. Let's do it. You wrote something that was awesome. So between them and, groups like Nine Inch Nails, you've got them, you have Combi Christ, you have Marilyn Manson. I've been influenced by so much music, but not just the industrial metal. There's also been Joan Jett and Pat Benatar that I was influenced by. So I have a very eclectic musical taste, because I also love classical music too. You sit down with Pachelbel and Bach and Beethoven, and that's amazing. I can sit there and I can listen to that for hours.
And I have to say, that's amazing too. And Maria, how about you?
I grew up on classic rock. And so I'm a huge fan of all the 1970s. Yeah, the 70s classic rock. My favorite band of all time is Queen, which that explains why I'm so into harmonies. I mean, a combination of my mother saying, hey, let's sing some harmonies. And then I'm listening to Queen with my older brothers. And I'm like, oh, we can sing harmonies and do rock and roll? Wow. Wait a minute. It's not just for church, which is great too. But I was like listening to Queen and a lot of those kind of power rock bands in the 70s, not power metal so much, but the rock bands that kind of drove the 70s were very harmony influenced. And so I just love that and being able to put rock music to it. And then I also love Olivia Newton-John. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, there's a lot of combinations, which is a good thing. We'll talk more about the theKeyofF and a couple of their songs in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Moshenzia of No Time for Love called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love will be the first to go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com and over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, TuneIn, and more, as well as Pandora. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Andy and Marie of the theKeyofF here on The Mike Wagner Show. If you're wondering what the theKeyofF stands for, you can check out the website, and they'll give you that in just a minute. But right now, we'll talk about a couple of their tunes as well, too, like Feeling the Mood and Lies. And tell us more about that. And if you got some other music to share, we'd love to hear about it also.
We do have another single that we're probably going to be jumping into the studio next month or the beginning of the new year, and that one is called Lucky 13. Oh, wow. So Marie and I were just doing some rehearsals over that one last weekend, so we're excited to get going on this one. It's going to be another fun one.
Mm-hmm. And also, go ahead. You're going to say something.
No, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh no, I thought Marie was going to say something too. Looks like she's so eager to jump in. And Marie, don't be shy. Feel free to jump in any time here. So.
I always look like that. But yeah, our first single was Lies, and as Andy alluded to before, it was she was writing some things out and writing some very poetic feelings. And I said, those are lyrics, and we need to turn this into a song. And we did, and we collaborated with other musicians and put it into a song that we were really excited about. And then cut to a little bit later, I was inspired by a swing band that we saw. And I was like, hey, I think I want to write something kind of rockabilly for you to sing. And that's what started us on the track with Feeling the Mood. So we've kind of they're not so different. They both have a rock vibe, but it's interesting because one's a little heavier rock and one's a little more rockabilly. But I like that because it kind of shows the different sides of the coin that I believe Andy and I represent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what do you guys base your lyrics on?
It's really whatever, kind of whatever is speaking to us at the moment. Lies started because I went through a really horrible time in 2019. I was in a long-term relationship that abruptly ended, and I needed some sort of an outlet to kind of work through my pain, my own personal pain. And that ended up being the lyrics for the song. Feeling the Mood was something that was much more fun. It was much more flirty and playful about, just being single and seeing this very handsome, mysterious guy in the corner and wanting to kind of take your power back as a female. And Lucky 13, those lyrics were inspired, again, probably by something that was a little bit more dark for me, for being bullied as a kid in school, being very viciously bullied. So Lucky 13 and being about that. Each thing has its own. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You can mention as well, too, since we're on Zoom here. So go ahead. Keep going.
Each song kind of has its own story behind it, I think.
And then Marie, feel free to jump in as well, too. What do you base your lyrics on?
Kind of sort of like what Andy said, like it's sort of whatever's inside me at the moment. And sometimes it's just like, oh, I just want to write a fun little kind of story and just sort of put that out there. And then other times it just depends. For me, something will usually hit me. And when it does, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to write this down right this second. And like for Feeling the Mood, I had the idea for the rockabilly type song. And then one day I was, of course, in my car, which is the worst place to have an idea. Next, I think we're going to start equipping cars with recording equipment. And then you just have to push a button and speak your mind. But in the moment...
there you go. You know what? I'm sure people at Microsoft and Siri or whatever it is are probably listening right now. And I'm sure there's bugs, eavesdropping, but at least you give them some ideas, which is a good thing, right?
You need to do that. And you just push a little button, and then whatever your train of thought is, and it can be as simple as like, push the button, don't forget to buy milk today. And then you're still driving safely. It's a $1 million idea. But I was in my car and I did not have that device yet. And suddenly all these lyrics came to me and it was like, oh my gosh. And I started singing them out loud and I was driving, and you can't see because this is an audio interview, but I have my hands on the steering wheel now. And I was driving and I just kept singing over and over the lyrics. And I pulled into my driveway, still singing, got out of the car, ran into the house, came in and grabbed probably my phone and hit record and just kept singing what had been going through my head in the car.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Isn't that something? And where can you find your music at?
Spotify. We are on all of the streaming platforms. We're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. We're pretty much we're everywhere. All you need to do is look up the theKeyofF and you should be able to find us.
Hey, don't need to sing as well, too. So what's coming up in 2021 for the theKeyofF? We'll find out, and no need to sing this one. First, you'll listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Moshenzia of No Time for Love called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love would be the first to go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com and on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Also worldwide on Radio Public, Himalaya, Geo7, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Andy K. and Marie Pettit of theKeyofF here on The Mike Wagner Show. And I wish you could sing in the theKeyofF for you guys, but I know it's a little hard, but go ahead. Belt out something to theKeyofF anyway, just to give us an idea here. So,
Like right now.
Yeah, sure. It's just like demonstrate a little something on the key of F. So, Andy, you want to do a little something first, improvise, and Maria, do a little improvising in the key of F. At least let's get some idea what the key of F is really like.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the new song that we're working on. So this is a cappella, but this is part of the chorus. So here you go. Just the outcast, the girl who goes unseen. You say it's bad luck, but I say it's lucky number 13. Yeah, lucky number 13.
And then Maria, you can sing something in the key of F also.
I'm the harmonizer, but on Feeling the Mood, we did a lot of harmonies. So we had a lovely little chorus of, you're so tall, dark, and handsome, and you make me forget the one I want to forget. I'm in the mood to see ya. I'm in the mood to free ya. A little kiss, a little tryst, a little, ooh, baby, I forgot what I missed.
That's amazing. If you want to hear the key of F, they do sing in the key of F. Not E, not G, not A, B, C,
and
D,
other keys.
like that.
It's amazing.
Yes, that's right. You can check out the key of F. And also, what do you guys? What can we expect from you guys in 2021 and beyond?
More music.
Andy?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely more music. We've got probably 3 other singles that we're hoping to release in 2021. And then we're going to start work on our EP.
That is fantastic. And once again, where can we find the Key of F at?
Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all of the cool streaming places that you love to listen to music, we are there. And if we're not there, somebody needs to complain.
And if you can find Mike's show, you can find us.
Well, that's a good idea. And also, what's your website as well, too?
It is the Key of F. Now, if you go on Facebook and you put in the Key of F, it's the Key of _F. But on our website, there's no underscore. So if you look at it, it looks like the Key Off. But it's the Key of F.
Interesting. The key off. I like that. So it can be either way. We'll definitely check that as well in a few minutes. And once again, we have got the Key of F here on the Mike Wagner Show. A very big thank you for your time. You've been great. And just a couple more minutes here. And before you go singing on the Key of F, go separate ways here. Love to have you back on. And who do you consider biggest influences in your careers?
Marie?
For me, I mean, it's just, oh my goodness, there's so many, but all those 70s rock bands and the female singers like Kate Pearson from B-52s, people like that who like have their own very unique sound. Anybody who's kind of does their own little tweak on things.
Amazing. And Andy, how about you? Who's your biggest influence in your career?
Probably Lucia Cifarelli. I would have to definitely put a pin in her as being number one. But then there are other singers like Joan Jett, Dorothy, and also Danielle Souza from the band Dead Posey. They've been influences as well. Okay. And what's the best advice you guys can give to anybody at this point? Don't listen to anybody who says that you can't do it, that you can't be what you want to be. Okay. Go out there, be fearless, be fierce, go after your dream. Okay. That's what I would tell them.
And if you have an idea, go with it. You know, there's the world has plenty of room for all the ideas. You don't have to be the actor that you think is the best one or the singer that you think you're your own. And there's plenty of room for all the voices and all the performers. So just do it. That's a fantastic idea. Once again, Andy K. and Marie Pettit of the Key of F here on the Mike Wagner Show. Guys, a very, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having no problem. Looking forward to having you in soon. Keeps us up to date. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen or check out your music? Facebook, the Key of _F. Website, the Key of F with no underscore. Instagram is also the Key of _F. We are over there. And on Spotify, we are the Key of F
And on iTunes, we're theKeyofF. Our website, Marie, I think you got that one already. Yeah, and I think that's all of our social platforms.
That is fantastic. Once again, a very big thank you for your time to TheKeyofF. You ladies have been great. We're looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch, especially in the TheKeyofF. We love you, Sarah.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate it.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People Based Upon a Real Life Relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosinzia.com and www.amazon.com/miamosinzia.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.